those of us that are here that are yet, or that it's our first time of connecting with us, I will introduce myself, and to please you to know that I am Favor Orinami Ayo, the international admin of SWIFTtrip, and also the personal assistant to the CEO, Honorable Richard Nadi. And this morning, I will be your host. I will be telling us what this business is all about, what is in it for you, why we are constantly talking about this business. We are so persistent in order to make this work out. Of course, if you are not consistent, there's a repercussion to it. And that is one of the reasons why so many persons who have visions, they fail because of that what inconsistency. They lack that inconsistency. That is why some of them, they swept their visions. They've swept it under the carpet. Consistency is very paramount. It's very, very important when it comes to anything you're doing. Let's be consistent. I don't know what you have at hand. I don't know the vision you have. But my little advice to you is that you should remain consistent. Do not give up. Do not quit. Because that is one of the reasons that made a lot of persons fail. Do not quit. In short, like the CEO will always say, there's nothing like failure. It's what? Quitting. When you quit, then that thing you're pursuing, you can't actualize it. Now, SWIFTtrip has been very consistent with this. That's because we know the power of consistency. Why won't we be consistent with what we are building? Knowing fully well that what we are building or what we are coming with, we are coming to own a system. We are coming to own something that will change our life for good. Something that everyone will soon wish they are part of it. Something that by the time it is established, by the time it is visible, people will envy us and say, oh, how did you know? They'll say, oh, you're a part of this massive business. You're a part of this global business. We are always here, morning and night, talking about our future, because we've come to understand that if we don't talk about this future, it simply means we are planning to fail. Whatever that is not planned, there is every tendency of what? Failure. That is why every morning, we are enriching our mind. Every night, we are enriching our mind to know that, yes, our future is secured. Our future is better. Because of what? We've identified with a global system. And in the course of this presentation today, these are the areas we'll be looking at. We'll be looking at what this SWIFTtrip is, where we are as a company, how our customers benefit if time permits. Then we will look at how you will benefit as an owner of this business. Remember, this is a life-changing business. Why? Because we are building a business that will make you and I wealthy. A business that will elevate us. A business that we are not just coming to buy ownership of. We are not just coming to buy what? The ownership. We are buying a legacy. That is what you are doing. You are buying a legacy that by the time people see it, even you yourself, you will be proud of the decision and the step you took. I'm saying something like, you will look at yourself and you'll be proud of the decision you made. Yes. And that is why I don't fail to congratulate you, the co-owners of SWIFTtrip. I don't say congratulations to you for identifying with SWIFTtrip. Congratulations to you for being part of a massive business that is going to cause a massive shift out there. Now, let us move to the presentation. We'll look at the very first slide, which is asking us a question. What is SWIFTtrip? That is the almighty question. What is SWIFTtrip? Now, we say SWIFTtrip is, let me show us our slide so that we can see that. SWIFTtrip is a Web 3.0 decentralized echo chain enterprise. That is what we have on the screen. A Web 3.0 decentralized echo chain enterprise. What does this big grammar mean? I will help you. These things you're seeing on the screen, it simply tells us that this business called SWIFTtrip is a global transportation business. Is it just transportation? No. It is also a global service providing business. A global hospitality business. That is what SWIFTtrip is. A global business that is built on a decentralized platform, that is built on the Web 3.0 platform, which is the latest version of the internet, which is the modern version of the internet, that is set to revolutionize, that is set to elevate, that is set to make people who are users of this app very user friendly. Like it's coming to make people own the app in totality. Yes, you have control of the app, and these features that it has given to the users by having total control of the app. Now match it together with the business we are doing, which is a SWIFTtrip. It is coming to revolutionize how you and I connect and travel. That is what SWIFTtrip is coming to do. We are leveraging on the platform we have available, which is the Web 3.0. And look at it. This mobility you are talking about, is it a business that is new to us? Is it something that we can't comprehend? Is it something that is strange to us? No, it is not. Mobility has been in existence even before our creation, even before we were born to this world. It is as old as the world at large. I mean mobility, because by the time, even when God created the world, mobility has been in existence. That's why I say even before our existence, mobility has already been in existence. What is mobility? Movement from one place to another. When the Lord created the trees, created the animals, they were moving. That is mobility. The trees, you see the trees moving from here and there. That is mobility, movement. Now, what am I trying to tell you? I'm trying to tell you that this mobility business is a business that even when we will still no longer be in this world, it will still be in existence. Now, did you catch anything there? Did you catch anything there? Now, this is what I'm expecting you to have caught. The fact that the business you are coming with is a lifetime business. A business that does not need to be in operation only when we are alive. This business will be in operation even after death. Mobility business. And SWIFTtrip mobility business is divided in two, of which we have the road transport, which we refer to as the e-hailing or the e-taxi. And then the other is the aviation. We will show all of this to you one after the other. And it also interests you to know that this is not just the mobility business. We also have other services. That is why we are telling you that SWIFTtrip is the next level of business. It's the next level of idea. It's the next level of innovation that is going to make you and I virgin trillionaires in dollars. The only thing you need to do is to just see what we are showing to you. That is only what you need to do. Once you are seeing it, once you can see it, then you can be part of it. Yes. Even if you don't have the money now, so long you can see it, sir, I bet you will look for means to identify with it. That is why you don't need to have the money now. All you just need to do is to understand it. By the time you understand and see what we are showing to you, you will definitely have the money to be part of it. It's the next level of business that will make you and I decillionaire in dollars. Now let's look at the next slide. What are SWIFTtrip core services? What are the services that want to make me a decillionaire in dollars? That will make me what? A virgin trillionaire in dollars. It is very important for us to know these services. It is very important. So that by our own self, we will be able to decipher if this business or if these services will make me even a millionaire, a billionaire, a trillionaire in dollars. But then, we are telling you that SWIFTtrip is going to make you a virgin trillionaire in dollars. But first off, see the services you are rendering, because it is with these services you will be able to ask yourself, or you'll be able to tell yourself if it is possible or not. Now, what are SWIFTtrip core services? Let's look at it. We have one, the aviation. We have two, the e-taxi. The third one, the e-commerce. The fourth one, the logistic. Then the fifth one, the hospitality. I'm not telling you it's the last one. No, for now, it's the fifth one. Because there are services that will also be added to all of these services you're seeing. First of its kind, are we seeing these 5 services in one app? Services that are not short of patronage. Look at them carefully. Of all of these services, is there anyone that is short of patronage? No. All of these services are not short of patronage. It simply tells you that the demand out there is massive. And as a business tycoon, imagine you're rendering a service that the demand out there is enormous. Do you think you will run out of business? No. Especially once the demand is higher, you will not run out of business. That is why we say, look at the services. The aviation. People are complaining, no money today. And some of us are even helping them voice it out. That there is no money. Hello, sir, ma. Go to the airport. Go to the airport. Go and check the rate at which the e-taxi app is consumed. Is used. That's what I mean. Go and check how people are purchasing stuffs online. How people are procuring, buying stuffs online. Yet, they are saying there is no money. No money, no money. Go to the hotels. You will see people spending nights there for business trips or business whatever. Spending 200,000, 300,000, as the case may be. Yet, they are saying no money. Sir, there is money. The services we are rendering does not lack patronage. Just like I said, go to the airport, you will see people that are coming back and people that are ready to move. Is the money for flight small? No. From here to Lagos, how much? 100 and something thousand. Yes, you are saying people don't have money. Let us come together and build this business. That is what we are calling out for. Because the services we are rendering are services that the economy of the nation cannot even affect. Yes. People are saying no money, no fuel today. Not no fuel today. No money to buy fuel. Or the price of fuel is very high. Hello, sir. Go to the road. You will see vehicles there. You will see people patronizing the e-taxi business. You will see them. Isn't that encouraging enough? Isn't that motivating enough? That you should come be an owner of a business that does not lack patronage. When we're talking about the aviation, you can see the aviation business is not new. We have companies that are doing all of this. When we talk about the e-taxi, you can also see the Uber, the Bolt. All of these are examples of the e-taxi business, the e-hailing business, enviable transport. We have a lot of them. Do you want to talk about the e-commerce? This is a platform where you and I buy and sell. I can sit at my home. I can sit at the office now and order for this laptop. I can order for this ice skate. I can order for whatever I want without me being there presently or physically. And this product or whatever I purchase will be brought to my doorstep. Through what? The logistic platform. Through the logistics what? Platform. Now look at this e-commerce and the logistic. They work hand in hand. When we're talking about the e-commerce platform, we have the likes of Amazon, the likes of Jumia, the likes of Gigi. All of these are examples of e-commerce platform. Then the DHL is an example of what? The logistic platform. The God is Good Logistics, the UPS, all of these are examples. We have a whole lot of these services out there. Then the fifth one, which is the hospitality. This is simply telling us about a hotel. Is a hotel business new to us? No. You can point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as possible hotels that you know, where people go and rest their head, where people go for business what? Transaction, where people go and people go for what? Relaxation. These are the services that we are rendering. These are the services that SWIFTtrip will be coming out with. All of these services will not be launched at once. No, they will roll out in what? Phases. Today we are talking about the hospitality, land already secured. Land already secured. Looking at erecting a 20-story building. It's something we must do. And we can do it. It's a done deal. 20-story building. This is a company, this is a business that started from nothing. A business that started from nothing. Now we can proudly say we have 11,000 persons that are supporting us. A business that started from nowhere. And so many persons are scared. So many persons do not want to be part of a process. That is what distinguishes you from those unsuccessful people. You who have decided to be part of what? This process. While others are failing to plan, you are planning what? To succeed. Others are failing to plan for their tomorrow, but you are already here planning for your tomorrow. And it will definitely yield fruits for you. Of course, if you sow something, it's not what you sow you will reap. Yes. If you sow laziness, if you sow procrastination, if you sow, what is it called? If you sow failure, you will definitely reap it. If you sow success, you will definitely reap success. So be mindful of what you sow. While others are sleeping, make sure you are planting a seed, a positive seed that will yield something for you tomorrow. While others are lavishing their money, make sure you are investing your money in something that will yield something massive for you tomorrow. While they are lazing about, work hard. While they are failing to plan, you should plan. And tomorrow, it will be very visible. The both results will be very visible. Then we will know who is the main man, the Odogu, who is the wise one. So many persons go as far as borrowing. So many persons go as far as emptying themselves in order to look rich. In the end, they are, should I say, poor. You will see people with big brands, wearing big brands, looking rich. But then, at the end, nothing. Just like we say in Nigeria, nothing come out. Please, my advice to you is this, that as they are living their life without planning for tomorrow, please do well to plan for your tomorrow. It is very important. It is very important. And when do you plan it? Today. You start with planning today. So congratulations once again to every one of us who have identified with SWIFTtrip, because we know our future is secured. And not just our future, the future of our generation is secured as well. Let's look at the next slide. Has SWIFTtrip gone live? From all of these services I've mentioned, the aviation, e-commerce, logistics, and the hospitality, is a business in operation? Is the question you want to ask, or you're asking. Now, there's an answer to that question, which is this. We say SWIFTtrip is currently at a development vision phase. It's a very exciting phase that we are now. A phase that, as many that sees it and be part of it, they will be excited, because these are the early backers we are looking for, the early birds. We are at a very exciting phase, calling out for like minds to come together. Let us make this a reality, because we know that a vision is something that has to do with people coming together to make it work. Especially a vision of this magnitude. A vision that is as massive as this. When I mean this, I mean SWIFTtrip. We are calling you, come together. Let us be an owner of not just a system, but a global system. Do you know what the word global means? A global system is what you're coming to own. A system that gives you the privilege to earn at whatever time. That there's no constraint in time. You earn at every milliseconds. Is that a business you would not want to be part of? Please, you shouldn't miss out on it. Because SWIFTtrip is business unusual. SWIFTtrip is coming to cause a massive shift in our lives. It is coming to reshape how businesses are done. It is coming to transform the life of citizens. The life of citizens all over the world. And the question I want to ask you today is this: would you want to be among those that will change the world? And for you to be among those that will change the world, sir, you don't need to be normal. Yes, you don't need to be normal. Normal people cannot cause a change. You need to be crazy enough in order to cause a massive change. Yes, don't do what normal people are doing, because a normal person will not want to build 5 services in one app. A normal person will not sit here and tell you that this business or a business is going to make you a virgin trillionaire in dollars. You should be crazy enough in order to what? Change the world. You should be crazy enough. You shouldn't just relax, because this thing is not for normal people. Hello, it's not for normal people. It is only for those that are crazy enough to change the world. That is why we are telling you now, don't be normal, please. SWIFTtrip will tell you, follow us foolishly, follow us sheepishly. Let us do something amazing. We are doing or taking the part. We are doing what millions of people would not want to do. You see this phase? So many persons do not want to be part of this phase. They just want something that is already made, and then they are enjoying from it. Don't joke with this opportunity you're seeing today. Because it is the best thing you can give to yourself. It is the best thing you can do to yourself. And SWIFTtrip is also that best gift, that best present you can give to anybody. That's why I'm so happy for those persons that are capitalizing on this extra unit that the company has made available to them. You see people buying for their extended family. That is the best birthday present. You're an uncle. That is the best gift you can give to your niece. That is the best gift you can give to your children, your siblings. Don't miss SWIFTtrip, especially now that we are at the vision phase. Now, another question is, how much will it cost me to be a subscriber in this business? How much will it cost me to be a co-owner of SWIFTtrip? Now, let's quickly look at that quickly. Now, we say, what's the subscription fee? A token of what? $250. This $250 gives you the privilege to what? Own all of these services. Now, we are not telling you that you're coming to buy one service and one of these services. Let's say maybe you now want to make a choice of all of these services, the one you would want to own. I know if we are to do that, so many persons would choose aviation, thinking that's where the money is. No. Do you want to know where the money is? The money is in the e-commerce. But still, we are not telling you to come make a choice. You are rather only owning all of these services. And the CEO said that these are not all the services. There are services that it will not put in the white paper until the business is launched. Then we will see for ourselves. And the joy will be massive, because the more the services, the more money we'll make. Now, with $250, you can procure your shares in your ownership, in SWIFTtrip. $250. Now, from this $250, $150 is the cost of the share. That's the project fee. Going for how much? $150. Then $100 is advertisement fund or awareness fund. Because for everyone that campaigns, for everyone that advertises what SWIFTtrip, they earn from that advertisement. Which is not something you will come and negotiate saying, okay, no, I don't want to advertise SWIFTtrip, I just want to buy my shares, so I want to pay $150. No, sir, no, it's not possible. It's $250 you will pay. Now, by the time you've paid that $250, the company gives you your ownership percentage. This is what makes you, or this is what you earn from for life. From every transaction, you're simply earning according to this ownership percentage for life. And it does not change. So that is that. Let's look at the next slide. When will SWIFTtrip go live? When are we going to launch this business? Now, it's very simple. We say SWIFTtrip profits ownership is 5% in volume, and business launch is poised to be at what the sales of 3% ownership. The company is giving 5%, right? Now, we are saying if we are able to sell 3% of this 5%, we will launch the business. And this 3%, how many units of 0.05 places 125% are in this 3%? We said 2,400,000 node units makes up what? That 3% that the company wants to sell. How did we get that? Let's look at it. We simply do 3 divided by your ownership percent, 0.05 places 125. If you do that, you will get 2,400,000 node units. Do you know where we get the 3 from? Where we got the 3 from? Remember I said, we will sell it, we'll launch this business at the sales of 3%, right? So that's the 3% you are talking about. 3 out, then your ownership percentage. Divide 3 by your ownership percentage. It will give you 2,400,000 node units. Okay? Now let's look at the next slide. Look at it. It shows us that this business is indeed a global business, because we were launching this business in Nigeria and in the United Kingdom before we'll start launching this business in other parts of the world. Congratulations once more to you, who is part of a life-changing global business, who is part of a global system. Congratulations once more. All right, so the next slide shows us our certificate of incorporation. We have the CAC certificate, we have the EFCC certificate, we also have the United Kingdom certificate. So these are our certificates. You can also go do your findings by checking the companies or the registration number on the certificate. Okay, so that is that. And let's look at the next slide, which is asking us what makes SWIFTtrip stand out. And because of our time, we won't be taking this. Okay, what makes SWIFTtrip stand out? Why is it very important? Because some of us here might be looking at it. The services we are rendering, aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, all of these services are services that are already in existence. So why do we know, or why do we think SWIFTtrip will thrive by the time it's launched the business? Yes, we are so sure of that, because we have what makes us stand out from other companies that will make people come patronize SWIFTtrip. And what is that? It is the PYC. The PYC. What does it stand for? Pay your customers. That is why we say we are introducing the PYC. What does that tell you? It tells you that SWIFTtrip is the first company locally and internationally to introduce the PYC. Yes. We are the first company. Have you thought of it? That a passenger or a customer patronizes a company, and from that patronage, he or she earns from it. Has it ever happened before? No. SWIFTtrip is the first company that is coming to put its customers on payroll. That is coming to put our customers on payroll. And our candid advice to every company out there is this: if you do not implement the concept of the PYC, please note that you will lose your customers to companies that are implementing the PYC. So, gone are the days whereby companies will be doing the KYC. It's caked. Okay? You should add the both of them together, the KYC and the PYC. They work hand in hand, pari passu. Okay? So, As you are doing the KYC, also make sure you are implementing the PYC. And then that will still make you be in business. All right. All right. So that is that. And we won't be explaining more of that. But it is important to know that this PYC applies to all of our services: the aviation, the e-taxi, the e-commerce, and the logistics, and also the hospitality. Okay. Now, quickly, I want to look at who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip. Who is the brain behind SWIFTtrip? You must have heard all of this, and you'll be like, okay, I know it's going to be coming from a white man. Some persons will ask, is it a Nigerian business? Is it this? Is that? Hello? We will show to you the CEO. Mind you, SWIFTtrip is not a Nigerian business. It's a global business. Yes, it's a global business that has its CEO from Nigeria. Is in Nigeria, and the person of Honorable Richard Nnadi. He is the founder and the CEO of SWIFTtrip from Enugu State in the community of Udi. So those of us that are here that are from Enugu State, I believe will know Udi. He is from Udi. You can see a young and pragmatic CEO, a young and energetic CEO. A CEO that has a burning desire to elevate every person that connects with him. A CEO that has the burning desire to eradicate poverty from not just Nigeria, but from the world at large. And God will strengthen him. God will give him divine wisdom. In the name of Jesus. Amen. And we love you, sir. We love you. Keep doing great things. All right. So quickly, we've been able to show you all of this. And now we want to look at a very important part, which is showing us or asking us how you profit as a co-owner of SWIFTtrip. To every person that is joining for the very first time, you want to know, this business, how do I earn? How do I profit if I'm to identify with this business? Yes, this is a part whereby you are waiting for. This is the part you've been waiting for, and we'll show it to you. First off, there are two ways you can earn. Amazing. There are two ways you can earn in SWIFTtrip. We have one, how you earn in the future, and another, how you earn in the now. But first off, let us take us on a ride of how we earn in the future before we talk about how we earn in the now. Now, let's look at the next slide. We want to look at e-taxi per trip profit evaluation. E-taxi, remember we have aviation, e-commerce, logistics, e-taxi, hospitality, and did I mention the e-commerce? Aviation, e-taxi, e-commerce, logistics, and hospitality. These are the 5 services we are rendering. Excuse me. Now, we want to bring out one of these services to evaluate how you will earn. Let's look at a possible scenario that a transaction happened, a transaction took place. Now, what will be your profit from that transaction that took place? That is why we are looking at per trip profit. In SWIFTtrip, you're not earning weekly, you're not earning monthly, you're not earning annually, you are earning per transaction. Now, per trip profit is what we want to look at from the e-taxi. We want to assume a transaction costs $10 or 8,000 naira, as you can see on the screen. Now, you as a Nigerian, you're familiar with the naira, right? Multiply 8,000 naira times your ownership percentage, 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. If you do that, how much are you going to earn? 0.0 in 3 places, 1 kobo. Amazing. And you who is familiar with the dollar, as a United States resident or citizen, you do $10 multiply by your ownership percentage, which is same, 0.0 in 5 places, 125%. What are you going to earn? 0.0 in 6 places, 125 cents. Amazing. Amazing. That is what you earn. And you don't need to say or look at this and say this is small. It's not small, sir. It's not small, ma. When we say SWIFTtrip is going to make you a virgin trillionaire in dollars, it is this cent, it is this kobo that is going to make you that. That's going to make me that. That's going to make the CEO that. That's going to make the ambassadors and co-owners of SWIFTtrip that. Yes. This is not small at all. Don't look down on this percentage. On this cent and kobo you're seeing on the screen. Don't look down on it. Because it is massive. By the time these things begins to happen in volume, transactions happening globally, and we are accumulating everything together and multiplying it, you will see that it is not small at all. You might be asking yourself now, what can you do with 0.06 places 125 cents or 0.03 places 1 kobo? You might be asking yourself, what will you do with it? But then, we are so much aware of the saying that says, little drop of water makes mighty ocean. Now, we are not building a business that is telling you that from every transaction, you're earning $2,000, or you're earning 2,000 naira, or you're earning 1,000 naira, or you're earning $1, $10, as the case may be. No. You're coming to build a system that pays you in cent and in kobo. Let us look at where we could be in 5 years from now. We want to show you the power of cent and volume. That's why we say cent and kobo can become millions, billions, trillions, decillions, and virgin trillions of what? Dollars. Where we could be in 5 years. We'll see that. How possible is it going to make us all of things I just made mention of? Now, we want to do a worst case scenario of 5 years. Business did not go as envisaged. Business did not go as planned. In Nigeria, we say, business no work, pata pata, it red. That is what we want to calculate on, because we can't be calculating best case scenario. Okay? Now, worst case scenario, SWIFT has launched business and has been in operation for 5 years. We want to accumulate all the trips that we've performed in that space of 5 years, both in China, Italy, Cameroon, Dubai, Congo, Tanzania, name it. We are accumulating all the trips, and we are saying for a worst case scenario, we are looking at 50 trillion trip performed globally. 50 trillion trip is 50 and 12 zeros, or 5 and 13 zeros. Now, we are saying we are accumulating all the trips put together. It gave us a total of 50 trillion trips performed for a worst case scenario. And what's the best case scenario of this? Give us 3 years. 3 years after the launch of business, you will see us performing 50 trillion trips and more than that. But then if it still does not boils down well with you, good and fine. What year do you think is convenient for you? What year do you think it's possible for SWIFTtrip to make 50 trillion trips? What year do you think? You think it's going to take 40 years, 30 years, 20 years? It does not matter. The thing is that we will definitely make 50 trillion trips. Now, good and fine. I've been able to help those persons that can't see what we are seeing in the space of 5 years worst case scenario. Now, we are also looking at the fact that all of these 50 trillion trips cost 8,000 or $10. Is it possible? Never. All trips that happens cannot cost the same amount. We know trips. The price of trips will vary because of the distance covered. So, because we are calculating, we can't be using different figures. That's why we want to stick to the same figure we used for per trip analysis that gave us 0.0 in 6 places 125 cents per trip in dollar, and 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo per trip in naira. Now, simply multiply this per trip in dollar times 50 trillion trips. Sorry, multiply this profit in naira times 50 trillion trips. If you do that, what is going to give you? $6.25 million. That is the power of volume. That is the power of owning a global system. Multiply 0.0 in 3 places 1 kobo times 50 trillion trip, you get 5 billion naira. That is the power of what? System. That is the power of system. You can see how our profit has grown. It has grown excessively, massively in the space of 5 years worst case scenario analysis. Why then would someone see this and then decide not to be part of it? I can give you a few reasons. One, someone talking them out of this global business. Hey, I've heard this. I love this. I want to go talk to my friend. I want to go talk to my mom. I want to go talk to my dad. I want to go talk to my siblings. I want to go talk to my mentor about this. And by the time you go there to talk to them about it, because it does not make sense to them, because they are not seeing the possibility which they themselves have already set for themselves, because they've already limited themselves from seeing that possibility, then they will talk you out of it. Then you say it's not possible. You don't think you want to be part of it. That's one of the reasons that can make someone not to be part of it, which is an error. You shouldn't let someone's decision, someone's opinion towards something affect your future. That person does not own your future, including your mentor. He or she does not own your future. Your future is in your hands. You decide what you want to become. You shouldn't miss out on SWIFTtrip. Don't miss out on SWIFTtrip. Let's look at the slide, the next slide. That says subscribers assets growth evaluation in 5 years. The power of the system, you can see already. This is what manpower or manual labor cannot give to you. A business you came with $150 has given you profit of $6.25 million or 5 billion naira with your ownership percentage of 0.0 in 5 places, 1 to 5%. Manpower, manual labor cannot take you far. It cannot take you far. Now let's look at the next slide. We say SWIFTtrip is going to make you a decillonaire in dollars, not just a decillonaire. It's going to make, a time will come, it's going to make you a virgin trillionaire in dollars. And if it does not make a virgin trillionaire in dollars, be rest assured that your generation must be virgin trillionaire in dollars. Let's look at the next slide. We've been able to show to you how you earn in the future. Now let's come back to how you earn in the now. Okay? And we say we have a corporate global challenge. We have a corporate global challenge. The speed to our global success depends on the speed at which we collectively solve our global challenge. Simply tells you that this is not something that one person will do. This is not a challenge that one man can solve. It's something that you and I, every one of us, need to come together in order to solve this challenge. Okay? Now the next one is asking us a question. What is the challenge? Let's look at the next slide. We say 2,400,000 node units is the challenge. Where do we get these units from? Where do we get people to consume this unit? It is when we work collectively. That is when we can get it. That's when we can solve this challenge. Okay? Now, as a shareholder, every time you solve a unit of this challenge, you get paid. The company is not saying, oh, thank you for this problem that you solved, for this challenge that you solved. No. We tell you thank you with payment and not with SMS to say thank you. We pay you to tell you thank you for all you do for us. For that unit you've been able to solve. Now the question is, how do you solve that challenge? How do you solve the challenge? We say become an active campaigner, sell unit of SWIFTtrip ownership, and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign pool fund. Send big from SWIFTtrip campaign. Become an active campaigner rather, and earn big from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund. Sell unit of SWIFTtrip ownership. Sell unit of SWIFTtrip ownership. Use your voice to campaign about SWIFTtrip. Gossip does not pay. Unnecessary conversation does not pay. It's the necessary conversation which is campaigning about SWIFTtrip that pays you. Yes. So, if you know that you can be doing the same thing, if you know you can be talking and it's not paying you, and there's a opportunity, or there's an opportunity for you to still talk and get paid, why don't you utilize on the opportunity of you talking and getting paid? It's the same voice, the same tune. All you just need to do is to share the idea to them, and you will earn excessively from our campaign pool fund, which is $238,867,800. That's a campaign fund. And how did we get that? Remember earlier on I showed us that $100 is for advertisement fee. Yes. Now $100 multiplied by unsold unit of SWIFTtrip gives us what? 230. Give us this figure you're seeing here, though it must have reduced a bit, because when the slide was made, from that time this slide was made till now, we have so many co-owners that has joined the business, so it must have reduced a bit. So, but we are just showing to you how we got this unit of this campaign pool fund. So this is what is available for you and I. Let us do well and be part of it and earn from it. And we say SWIFTtrip campaign pays. How you earn as a campaigner from SWIFTtrip campaign sponsorship pool fund is very simple. Advertise, evangelize, network people to SWIFTtrip, then you get paid. And someone will say, networking, I don't like it. Hello? Are you a Christian? Do you know that Jesus is the greatest networker in the world? Yes, he is. Your pastor is a networker. Our pastors are networkers because they go for evangelism. What are they doing? They are networking these people. They are connecting everybody. That is the same thing we are telling you to do. Help someone, and that person helps someone, and that person helps someone for a better tomorrow. Sell a unit of SWIFTtrip ownership and earn advertisement bonus, of which the first level advert bonus is $70, which is more than the Nigerian minimum wage. So by just your voice, you can get more than the minimum wage of this nation. Second indirect earning is what? $15. Third indirect earning is what? $10. Fourth indirect earning is what? $5. Because SWIFTtrip gives you the privilege to earn to your fourth generation. Now let us add it together. 70 plus 15 plus 10 plus 5 is a total of $100. This is something you can earn now that we are yet to launch the business. So why wouldn't you want to earn this? Is this or no? We have the extra campaign cash award, where if you are diligent, if you are so passionate about this, you go out there, you talk to more persons, and you're able to register 50 persons. The company appreciates you still with $50. Knowing fully well that from these 50 persons you've registered directly under you, you've earned $70 from them. So the company gives an additional $50 to say thank you for all you do for us, and you are seen as a SWIFTtrip runner. You went out there, you talked to more persons, and you're able to register 500 persons in total directly under you. The company calls you again and gives you $1,000 and say thank you still for all you do for SWIFTtrip, and you are considered SWIFTtrip icon. You go out there, you talk to more persons, and you're able to have registered 5,000 persons directly under you. The company appreciates you to $10,000, and you are seen as the face of SWIFTtrip. So all of these are the benefits that await you now that we are yet to launch the business. That is why we simply say, do not miss SWIFTtrip profit ownership for any reason. You shouldn't miss SWIFTtrip ownership for any reason, because this is a business that if you miss out on, you will never, I tell you, you will never forgive yourself, because you heard of it at the vision phase. You will live with that regret for life. Do not miss SWIFTtrip profit share offer for any reason. Half a word is enough for the wise, and this other part is the subscription part. We say make your payment of $250 to Swiftify Technologies Ltd, which is the company's account. Swiftify Technologies Ltd. FCMB is the bank name, and then the company's account number is 20046073889. Please do not make your payment to someone else's account. If you're making your payment, make your payment to the company's account. There are scammers out there, okay? Now, you want to make your payment via USDT, or you want to know the conversion rate of $250. The company has its conversion rate. All you need to do is to visit the website, which is www.seedinvest.swifttripcampaign.com. Then you will get all that is needed, the wallet address, the conversion rate, and also every other thing you need will be gotten on the website. Then by the time you've made your payment, all you just need to do is to send your proof of payment to your sponsor, because in SWIFTtrip we don't go about sharing link. Okay, you send your proof of payment to your sponsor. Your sponsor will connect with the hub admin of your state or country, and if there is no hub admin in your state or country, your sponsor will connect you to the company's admin, the international admin. That's the international admin's contact on the screen, 08036953332. Then you also send to your sponsor your full name, email, and phone number. No nickname, nothing like Chi Baby, nothing like a boy. Okay, so you're going with your full name the same way it is in your bank account. Okay, so you send these details, and these are the details needed for your registration to be done. All right, so that is that. And we say ticket booking for our Saturday event. Every Saturday we are always live here at the headquarters, except an announcement is made. So all you need to do is to send your name to this number, 0903-944-9537. And also, if you are coming with someone, which we want you to send your name and the name of that person as well to this number, okay? Then your ticket will be made and sent to you via WhatsApp. All right, so that is that, and we really appreciate you. We say thank you for all you do for us. Thank you for joining us this morning. To the ambassadors of SWIFTtrip, we say thank you for connecting with us. It's always amazing to have every one of us here in this meeting. And to those of us connecting with us for the very first time on YouTube, on Facebook, it's amazing reaching out to you. Okay, so this is a time for question, a time whereby if you have question, the privilege will be given to you to speak, okay, to ask a question. How do you ask that question? Just by clicking the middle button, the unmute button, then you will be able to speak, okay? So let's look at this. While we are waiting for you to raise your hands, if there's anyone connecting with us for the very first time here, let me quickly introduce to us the hub admin of SWIFTtrip.